What's going on, guys, and welcome back to News to the Science, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. And today I'm going to talk to you about something really interesting that I read this morning. Actually, it was only a headline that I read. I did not read the entire article until somebody on my Discord actually phrased it in a way that really caught my attention, and that is that Kevin Feige is reportedly leaving Marvel Studios to take on different kinds of endeavors. In fact, even a better position over at Disney Executive, to be a number 2 at the Disney spot over there. So I thought this was really interesting. I'm like, why would Kevin Feige leave his baby Marvel Studios, the company that he's been running for at least 15 years now? And it's kind of interesting to see that. But you know what? I can't blame a person for wanting to move up and do other things, if not better things. And in fact, he could be moving up because he's interested in another very popular Disney property, such as Star Wars. Perhaps he wants to start a Disney Star Wars cinematic universe, maybe improve upon the existing universe that is Star Wars right now, because I can say that franchise is just not really that great right now. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but I know that there's a lot of things going on there that I'm not really going to get into. I've just seen a lot of reports and videos about how people are just talking about how Star Wars hasn't been all that great lately, especially with like the last trilogy that there was. I'm not a major Star Wars fan, like I said before, so I'm not entirely sure. I could be talking trash. I could be talking about basically, I don't even know what I'm talking about. So anyways, let's just get into the story. Now, this is coming from thedirect.com, and everything I'm about to read, take it with a huge grain of salt, because remember, this is simply being reported. So before I get started, be sure to like, subscribe, and click on the bell notifications so y'all don't miss anything. Join my Discord. The invitation link to that is in the description box below. Follow me on social media such as my Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch, which you can find the links to down in the description box below. Once again, follow me there for different kinds of content there on a daily if you don't want to watch me on YouTube or support me here. But I appreciate your support anyways, because subscribing really does help the channel. So Marvel Studios head Kevin Feige is reportedly sizing up on a new role at Disney Studios. As president of Marvel Studios, Kevin Feige has become an industry legend for bringing the Marvel Cinematic Universe to life, and has overseen 4 phases of movies and series, with many more on the way. That being said, Feige does have interests beyond just the MCU. The exec has been tapped to produce a movie in the Star Wars universe for some time now, working on it with fellow Marvel alum Michael Waldron, who's writing the project. He's also vested interest in the movie business in general and voiced his concern for the state of the film industry during the pandemic. Having secured a top job at Marvel Studios, the question now is where Feige could go next, and it seems a larger role at Walt Disney Studios may be on the horizon. On the latest episode of The Hot Mic, industry insider Jeff Snyder revealed he'd heard reports that Kevin Feige aspires to have an Alan Bergman role at Disney. I've heard the job that Kevin has always coveted is that of Alan Bergman. Alan Bergman most recently served as chairman of Walt Disney Studios from 2020 to 2023, overseeing all of Disney's movies and streaming arms, including Marvel, Lucasfilms, Pixar, and 20th Century Studios. After Walt Disney Company's restructuring earlier in the year, Bergman was promoted to co-chairman of Disney Entertainment, now in control of all movie, television, streaming, music, and other media production and distribution. Some insiders believe that Bergman's new promotion sets him up as a potential candidate to succeed Bob Iger as CEO of Disney. Snyder added that we'd heard is Feige wants to be the number 2 at Disney as a top creative head, a promotion which would require him to leave his post as Marvel Studios president and Marvel chief creative officer. So could Kevin Feige really get a promotion? Given the restructuring of the roles that occurred at Disney Studios, it's unclear whether Bergman's old job is one that needs to be filled. If it does, it's a role that Kevin Feige would surely have a shot at. The Marvel exec clearly holds a special place in Bob Iger's heart, with the Disney CEO revealing he saved Feige from being fired by Ike Perlmutter in 2015. Ike didn't really like Feige, and Ike just probably didn't even like money to begin with. If you all remember, Marvel Entertainment was a thing before it became dissolved into Marvel Studios, meaning that Ike Perlmutter was actually running Marvel Entertainment, but really wasn't doing anything, when it was actually obvious and apparent that Kevin Feige was doing so much work alone at Marvel Studios that eventually it dissolved into Marvel Studios. I remember when there was rumors about that, and it seems like it was true, because Bob Iger really loves Kevin Feige, and it seems likely that Feige would have Iger's support in moving up in the Disney ladder. Personally, I think I'd be happy for him. I mean, yeah, it kind of sucks because you never know who could oversee Marvel Studios and perhaps make it even worse than what it is right now, with Phase 4 not being the best that we got recently. I hope Phase 5 is off to a strong start, and I think it's at a decent, strong start in my opinion, because I really enjoyed Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Sorry, I'm getting off track. I just want to put that out there. You guys see my review for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I thought it was a pretty good movie. I liked it. So Feige had previously said that he has no interest in leading another studio like Lucasfilm, but perhaps that's because his sights aren't set on something more ambitious, like creatively overseeing all of Disney's properties. Given his success with the MCU, it would undoubtedly be interesting to see what Feige could do with the rest of Disney's entertainment slate. And I agree, I will definitely think that it'd be really interesting to see Kevin Feige run the company, not run the company necessarily, but just oversee a lot of things, a lot of aspects. I just want to see what Feige can implement and just bring to the table for Disney in general. And I'm pretty sure that's going to include Marvel Studios. As it is, he serves as a producer, executive producer on Marvel Studios projects, so he's barely on the set, but on occasion he does pay a visit to the movie sets that are currently being filmed. Like pretty much any project at Marvel Studios, Feige's usually going to pay a visit on the set to see how everything's going, because he is producing these films anyways. But with him being at least second in command at Walt Disney Studios, he's not going to be able to do those things. He's just pretty much going to be in charge, running a lot of things at Walt Disney Studios. So I'm really excited to see what Kevin Feige can bring to Disney, and I hope he can probably make it even better if he does get this promotion. But you let me know your thoughts. Do you think the rumors about Kevin Feige leaving Marvel Studios are true? Do you think he's going to be running Marvel Studios for at least another few years before he decides to move on up? You comment down below. Remember, all of these are just reports. None of this has been confirmed. So please take everything I just discussed with a huge grain of salt once again, okay? Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the bell notification so you all don't miss anything. And I'll see you all in the next comic panel.